Okay, today we're going to talk about Query Manager 4 and its capabilities to do integrated reporting with SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create a new report. I'm going to choose the folder destination in which I want to add this folder. I'm going to go ahead and add it to our SuccessFactors folder here. We'll go ahead and create a new query. Name it SuccessFactors report. Now I'm going to go down just to a pre-made template that already has some basic information in based on the SuccessFactors employee, and go ahead and hit my create button. Now it's going to bring us to the main screen of Query Manager 4, in which we're going to select all of the data that we want to report on. Now we can see on the left side of our screen here we have different categories to choose from. The default category is compensation information. This is all the information that's stored within Employee Central relative to their compensation. So you have your comp ratio, range penetration, the amount, pay component, and then other groupings of information. So you have your payment information, such as all of your bank account information. You have any alternative cost distribution in case you have alternative cost along with the call center associated to that. Now we can change the categories to different things. So we can go to our employee profile. We can go to employment information, which is just information about the employment details. So if we want to bring in their original start date, we can add that in by a simple double click. It automatically adds it into the report for us. Next thing, we can go down to any organization or position information we want. So under organization information, we can bring in certain things such as our business unit, company, call center. We want to add that in, and if we ever wanted to add in a time zone or location, we can add that in as well. The next category we want to go to is, let's just go down to personal information. We already have some information here, such as first name, last name, but let's add some other things such as their date of birth. And then let's go down to our global information. And let's see what we have here. Here we also globalize to bring in any countries that you have configured on your system. In this case, we're going to be working with the United States. I'm going to expand this folder, and then we can see all of the United States specific global information that you may have within your SuccessFactors Employee Central instance. So right here, we can add ethnic group in the report, and it automatically adds it into the report for us. Now this is all information that is coming directly from SuccessFactors. In a case where we actually want to integrate this in with our SAP, whether it's on-premise payroll and time, or whether you have an ECP, Employee Central Payroll instance, we can add either one of those fields in as well. So I'm going to expand our SuccessFactors employee here and go to what we call a related business object, and we'll add in just the SAP employee. Now, because of the complexity because of the way integrations from SuccessFactors and SAP or ECP is, you can have different ways to integrate the data. In this case, we're tying it based off the person ID external employee to the personnel number in SAP. And I'm going to go ahead and hit continue here, and it automatically adds in our SAP or ECP information directly for us. Now we can see that we have a different little roadmap here, some SuccessFactors information, some SAP or ECP information, and we have others. So if we wanted to make this a report, let's say we're comparing first name and last name to be sure everything's replicating across, we can add that in as well. So I can actually add in last name from SAP and then first name as well. If we want to, we can quickly give these a rename and say last name SAP. So last name SAP, and then this is actually first name SAP. Next thing we're going to do is actually just switch over and go directly to payroll, because no payroll information that's stored in SuccessFactors, we're going to store it still on your SAP on-premise instance or Employee Central Payroll. And it's easy as getting the clusters data to the SAP payroll data is going to this payroll results folder. Scrolling down, adding in our wage type and payroll amount. And just like that, you have a SuccessFactors integrated report with SAP payroll information. I can go ahead and hit finish on my report, and we have a fully integrated report. Okay, so once we finish that report, I actually have a report that was pre-run. We already have information. This is one that has payroll and brings back SuccessFactors manager information back across. So we can just quickly take a look. Another powerful tool, another powerful thing Query Manager 4 does is we actually store runs for you. So you can go back and look at prior runs that you have. Here's one that I ran for the entire second quarter. We can see that we only have April's information in here, but we have compa ratio and range penetration from SuccessFactors, along with your gross pay, deduction, taxes, net pay from SAP or ECP. And then we're bringing back also the supervisor information, which is housed in your SuccessFactors Employee Central instance. Along with Query Manager 4 being able to run it here, you can also integrate this directly within your Employee Central instance. So with that being said, I'm going to switch over to an internet browser. Here we actually have one of our employees, and I'm just actually going to go to our home page within SuccessFactors. And I'm simply going to scroll down to my specialty area where we have Query Manager stored, Query Manager Launchpad right here from a tile. I'm going to choose this tile, and it's going to actually pop up Query Manager directly in the web for us. Okay, now we can do things such as we can do things to get to all of our reports that we currently have, or you can set up favorites and directly access reports from here. So I'm going to access our SuccessFactors Employee Review Doc, and what this does is it actually compares SAP data to your SuccessFactors data to be sure that everything matches across both systems. And I'm going to go ahead and choose this last run that I have here. And what we actually have here is a nice PDF view with our document builder solution powered by Query Manager 4 that just shows basic information from both Employee Central and SAP all in one report, and then highlights any data discrepancies that may be there. Another thing we can do is any data discrepancy we want, we can embed that directly within our Employee Central homepage. So here is a SAP versus SuccessFactors, just comparing the address data. I'm going to go ahead and choose this tile, and it'll pop up and show me the grid results. And just like that, we have a pop-up here, just a grid view, actually showing each employee that we ran this for. This is our latest run, and also highlights what's different between the SAP information and our SuccessFactors information.